Hey everyone, we're here with Matt. Now Matt, do you mind telling us a little bit about your team, about your car, and how practice and qualifying went yesterday? Also, the weather is a bit, iffy today on the rain, and a lot of drivers have been saying that they prefer the rain. So is there anything you want to tell us about how maybe if you prefer the rain or you don't prefer the rain to come during the race?
Yeah, absolutely. So Stevenson Motorsport, obviously a two-car operation. That benefits us a lot because in the case of practice, the last couple of days, we were able to split on the options as far as setup. So we had the 6-car run one setup, we ran a different setup. Unfortunately for our car, we were on the setup that didn't win, and we had a couple other mechanical issues, so we were kind of on the back foot. Yesterday, right before qualifying, we went on their setup with a couple extra tweaks, and it worked out really well. So we still feel that we're a little bit at a disadvantage, but I think we're doing okay as far as that's concerned. Huge congratulations to Andrew, because this is not our track. The Camaros are not fast in straight line. They're great in the infield, they're great on the brakes, and actually they're really good in the rain. So we're kind of doing our rain dance out here too. I don't think it'll be enough that it'll really sway anything for us. But we would be completely happy if it was Subaru with their 4-wheel drive in the rain and then 2 Camaros right behind him.
Now I've talked with another driver from the Camaro team, might actually have been from the 6 before, and the Camaros obviously, they really can only draft with each other because they're wider. Are there any other teams, that you are looking out for that may cause issues, and particularly, in the infield, since you're great there?
In the infield, we kind of rule for the most part. The long wheelbase, we can set up to help it out a little bit on entry and keep it nice and tidy coming off. It's a big benefit. We obviously got lots of torque, helps us in the slower corners. Really, the Mustangs, I think, are the fastest in a straight line. Everyone argues. You ask the Mustangs, they complain about the Astons. You ask about the Astons, they complain about the Porsche. When it comes down to it, the Porsche doesn't have the biggest motor, but they're the most aerodynamic. Teardrop shape, really low frontal area. When you look at the Mustang, nice big high revving engine, good gearing, and still much less frontal area than we do. Look at the Aston, they're kind of somewhere in the middle. Really pointy nose, not a lot of frontal area, not a big mug on it, and a whole lot of motor and really top end aimed gearing. We are great, our gearing's perfect here. The problem is we're a big tank. And just like you said, actually, when we try to draft behind like a Porsche, for instance, it's like we still got our arms out either side. They're too small to give us any kind of benefit. So we're really going to try to team up if we can. It depends on what happens on the start. We're going to try to kind of just hook up and stay there, because the rear car will obviously benefit from the draft. And actually, when you get close enough, the front car benefits as well, because the drag is being spoiled off the rear. So that's our plan. We're going to try to keep up with those Mustangs up front.
Now, where can the viewers learn more information about yourself and your team?
I'm a West Coast-based driver. I do a lot of coaching. I do this pretty much full-time. This is what I consider my primary job. We're an all-pro team. We don't have any amateur guys. We're all many of us are actually GM-backed or Pratt & Miller-backed. So we're a different kind of approach than most teams take to this level of racing, but General Motors really wanted to advertise this car. The new Z28, it's a great car, and we wanted to show that it can go up against things like Porsche, Aston Martin, and even everything Mustang has to throw at it. Stevenson Motorsport. Johnny Stevenson owns a bunch of auto dealers, and obviously this is direct. This is just vertical marketing for him, right? He gets to show off his race cars in his showroom, which sells him more cars. So he's a great guy. He loves running a very family-oriented team. So all of us kind of joke around. People see us kind of joking around. It's just a great environment to be in, and big focus on winning, and if not winning, being as high up as we can. We've been kind of robbed a couple years in a row now of a championship, or quite a few years in a row in different classes of a championship. So that's really our dedication this year. Is one of these cars needs to be up top.
All right. Well, thank you very much for letting me interview. Have a great day. And I guess, again, hopefully the rain will come to maybe support the car a little bit.
Absolutely.
And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next interview.